Alright, how's it going everyone? Welcome back to more Undisputed. And I'm going to be doing one of the other prize fights today. Undisputed difficulty, Frank Bruno against Joyce. Hopefully if it loads in. I don't think I've even played as Bruno yet. Or Joyce. I definitely haven't made a video with either of them up to now. Hopefully this loads in. So far so good. Fucking Bruno looking like a unit there. It's fucking size of him. Let's see what he's like. Looking good. The crowd audio kicking in there. So I think we're going to load in.
Welcome to the one and only Empire Fight Camp. Frank True Brit Bruno, a fan favorite for sure. Here he comes, fighting out of London, United Kingdom. The juggernaut, Joyce, fights out of London, the United Kingdom. He is an intimidating specimen.
Weight-wise, it's going to be a teller, because when you get hit with those shots, it's going to hurt, and we're going to feel it.
Two London lads facing off. Bit of black-on-black crime.
Turn it over to the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Stitched around there in Joyce's corner. That was Jacob Duran's likeness model there.
From London, England,
famous cut man.
Champion and a heavyweight champion of the world, Frank Bruno. Hiding out of the blue corner from London, England, and standing at 6 feet 6 inches. Here is a British, Commonwealth, International, and European heavyweight champion, the juggernaut, Joyce.
You've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight. Tonight, it's a fight underneath the moonlight, and what a fight it should be.
You can hear the noise, you can hear the fans. I've been to many, many fights like this, and it's very, very eerie. Good luck.
Got Frank there just fucking eyeballing him. Look at that look from Frank. 1,000-yard stare. A Marine gets that shit when he's been in the field too long.
And here we go.
Let's see what Bruno's like. Frankie boy.
This one go to the judges. This fighter is gassed out. Why sit in there and throw punches?
Gassed, Todd. The fight's been going for like 30 seconds. How would you be gassed? Could have said in the last Undisputed video about the commentary in this game being absolute fucking wank. Like it's just inserted at the wrong moments. Like I know what the game was trying to do there. It's like, oh, we'll use Todd's fucking gassed out scripted line because Livershot just threw a bunch of punches and depleted his stamina, but that's not being gassed out, is it? That's just depleting your fucking stamina until, you know, if we were in like the 7th round and I had full whole stamina, like it makes sense there, but just because the game detected that my stamina dipped below a certain fucking amount, it's like, oh, he's gassed, he's gassing. Like, and I don't think Todd Grisham's a bad commentator, you know, like, he's not amazing. You know, in real life, like, I got nothing against him in real life, but just the way the commentators have been, like, directed in this game of it, it's fucking awful. I don't normally get that wound up about commentary in games. It's either, it's, normally I can tolerate it and I just leave it on. You know, like in like combat sports games and other boxing games, I'm never normally that annoyed by it, but it makes me want to turn it off. But this game, fucking hell, fucking makes me angry. I don't know why, it just does. It's fucking shit. Which is a shame because, you know, could be a lot better with the two guys that they've got in the booth doing recording the dialogue.
On to the second round.
I just wish it would trigger it more, like moments where it's, you know, where things being said are sort of matching what's going on screen. Sometimes it happens, but it's very, very rare.
Nice exchange here from both men. Still waiting for this fighter to show some defensive
Oh,
ability.
hurt him there.
Good counter punching from both these fighters. Well, we know what the game plan is going to be for this fighter. He's got to stick and move and avoid the big shots from the bigger man.
If you're in there with a guy so big in front of you, you've got to be smart. You've got to use your smarts and use that skill. This is what you've prepared for. You've got to negate that jab, let it ride past you and push his own weight on him.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one's dare do anything out of turn.
Why aren't they keeping their gloves up? He just misses with that jab. That left shot lands. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. They call it the Glory Division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it.
Every time I play on this this venue, be it the nighttime one or the daytime one, even if I turn all the crowd density right down, I always get slow down on this. Always, like, start losing frames. And I know I say it all the time, like, my laptop can barely, like, run this game, so that's not helping matters. But it just, this venue in particular
That counter shot lands.
is a problem one for me every time I choose this arena. That's why I don't pick it all that often.
They should be playing defense
Be a
right
different story when my laptop arrives in September. My new Lenovo laptop. Be able to run this
Figure out the
game on
combination to this safe. There's no way this fighter can go
with all the
punch for
settings
punch.
cranked up, and I won't have to worry about
Resistance to
slowdown
these
at all.
blows just isn't the same.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong.
Looking forward to Starfield as well. Not long to go now for that. Excited to be playing that.
With having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've
Bit
got
of
to
Skyrim in
also
space.
gotta get
Sounds
your
good to me.
shots off.
Buggy NPCs.
You can bang too.
Love it. Oh, it does look good though, Starfield. It looks really nice. I'm excited for the shipbuilding feature. You can, like, build your own ship. I'm really excited for that. I'm a bit of a space nerd at heart. I do love things to do with space and the planets. I've always been fascinated by it.
They got the momentum, they got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
And then we've got the more reveal of UFC 5. I think it's coming in around the beginning of September. What was it, September the 5th or something like that? I mean, it's more than likely just going to be UFC 4 with an extended roster and maybe a new feature or some fucking backyard bullshit variants, you know what I mean? It's like, it's going to be the same fucking game, isn't it? Like, you know, they're just going to do with the UFC games what they do with FIFA. They just add more players in, take players out, just basically update the roster. I wouldn't be surprised if they included ground elbows back in, because enough people cried about it because it was removed out of UFC 3. Just a fucking noob feature where you can just get people on the floor and just elbow the fuck out of them to win matches. So they'll probably stomp their feet and cry to the devs that they want stuff like that put back in. So I wouldn't be surprised if the ground elbows made a return.
Can
But it's probably going to be the same fucking game, let's be honest.
Back to life now, starting to land some punches.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Why sit in the pocket when your punches are this slow? You'd like to see this fighter protect him. A huge opportunity.
Oh, right straight, stuns him. Gonna have to work for that knockdown though. The amount of fucking shots that you'd have to throw to break that block is fucking ridiculous. By the time you've got it down, they're out of the stun state.
I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to
That's kind of where playing with the damage modifier adds a more realistic experience, just bumping it up by one, because they can't just absorb all those punches on the block. And playing with the damage modifier, it adds that element of danger that is missing without it.
counter left hand there.
You know, if you crank up the damage modifier a little bit, although it makes the game tremendously easier than it already is, without even touching the damage modifier, it just gives a bit more of like of a realistic like damage output to the shots.
You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
Left punch. Not many of the people in the division hit like them.
Oh, nice head movement there from Joyce. Evaded that power straight.
One shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
When you've got a fast fighter, they will cut you to ribbons, and they know it's a matter of time before either you get desperate or the referee jumps in and saves you. This is a natural gift. So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Quick punch scores. Nice counter shot.
Oh, power right straight, just rocked him back a little bit. And the left hook followed it. Oh, it's like a caught him with the inside of the glove there, like on the wrist a little bit. What's going on?
Not many people would have predicted it.
Oh, it's over.
Got a knockout victory.
That was weird.
Power, punch, perfect.
No count there. That must have just been the flash KO there. I thought it was like just the way the sort of game behaved a little bit there. I thought it was just going to be a normal 10 count, but that's that. Frank Bruno victorious. And that's another prize fight done. Ranking up for no reason at all. For just no reason. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.